Hi, fourth graders. This is the multi-syllabic word page. It's listed under spelling on your Google Classroom under classwork for Mrs. Jackson and for Mr. Bermudez. All right, so let's go and read the directions. You should have already read smoke jumpers, and then these are your spelling words for the week. Proofread an anecdote. Read Amy's story. Circle 6 misspelled words. Write the words correctly. Circle a punctuation mistake and write the sentence correctly. It's a little hard to do some circling on here. I'm going to use this. You would be able to use the circle tool here. When you click on it, I can show you. You go to shapes and then click circle, and then you can put a circle anywhere you need to. It will cover up the word, but you'll be typing the answer down here. So we don't cover up the word. I'm just going to use the pen. An awful day. My cousin was coming for a visit. That doesn't sound right. That's a punctuation mistake. We're not asking a question if the cousin is coming for a visit. They're telling us a sentence. So there's our punctuation mistake. So I would circle the question mark. I decided to order a pizza. Well, that looks good. I misdilled the number and got a pre-recorded message from an insurance company. There are 2 mistakes in this sentence. I misdialed is spelled incorrectly, the number, and got a pre-recorded message. It should say pre-recorded message from an insurance company. Then I dialed incorrectly again. And this word is spelled correctly. Incorrectly has a double R. I could check that right here, incorrectly. Finally, I placed my order. When my cousin saw the pizza, she made a startling declaration. She said she never eats pizza because she gets an allergic reaction from tomatoes. Reaction isn't correct. It should be reaction. And I can check that right here. The first one. We had an incredibly awful dinner, and that's spelled wrong. It should be incredibly, and there I can check that right there. So I'll circle that one. We had an incredibly awful dinner. I'm going to go back to bed. And if you notice it's missing the apostrophe because that is a contraction. All right, so I should have at least 7 things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I got all of them. And so you can go here and begin to type. The first thing that was wrong was the word misdialed. Remember, this was the punctuation, so we have to write that in number 7. But the first one was wrong, was misdialed, so I'm going to type the word misdialed correctly. And I remember I can always look right here to know how to spell it. You'll have to delete where it says type here while you're working. The second one was pre-recorded. Again, check your spelling. That's a little bit small. I can just make the box a little longer there if it doesn't fit. Pre-recorded by pulling the middle square. I just pull it over a little bit and it makes it longer. Number 3 was incorrectly. And so I'll delete type here and I can write incorrectly. And remember, I needed to have 2 R's in incorrectly. The fourth one was not reaction, but it should say reaction. So I'll type in re and then the word action. And I can check that. It's the first one on the spelling list. Number 5 was incredibly. Again, incredibly is on the spelling list. It's I-L-Y, not A-L-Y, incredible, incredibly. And then I'm. And so they forgot the apostrophe in I'm. And the apostrophe is next to the enter key if you're using your laptop. For the number 7, I needed to type the sentence again. I hope I can type there now. Maybe not. All right, well, if that happens, you can just add a text box and then I can type inside of it. So I need to type, my cousin was coming for a visit, but I'm not putting a question mark. I need to put a period. So I'll make sure I start my sentence with a capital. My cousin was coming for a visit, period. And if you're not really happy with that on the line, you can just move it up a little bit. All right, so that'll be done for that part. And then we can scroll down here. Again, it says circle the letter of the word. If you can't circle it, that's okay because you're typing the answers right over here. Number 8, my cat waited watchfully as I prepared her meal. So I need to choose which one is spelled correctly, and it is C. Remember, you just keep checking it from your list right here. All of the answers are right here. Watchfully. And so I would type watchfully after I delete text here. Watchfully. Make sure you type it correctly. Take your time because that's the point of the spelling work is to get the answers right. Number 9 says Olympic athletes are expected to practice good sportsmanship. And so I'll delete that. And the word sportsmanship is spelled correctly in letter A, sportsmanship. Again, if it's a little bit long, you just take that middle box, you just pull it over a little bit, and then it'll fit. Number 10, adding ice cubes causes blank of the liquid in the gas. And the word is displacement, not meant, but meant. And so the answer is B. So I'm going to type displacement. And again, it's too long, so I pull that middle square over just a little bit. And number 11 says, a villain's motives are always questionable. So questionable, that's not how I spell question. I need Question, and then I needed the suffix able. So the answer there is C. So I'll delete text here and I'll write questionable. And it's a little long, so I'll pull that middle box. His blank behavior is usually punished, and it says disobedient. And so there's just a quick couple here that are different. This is ent. That one says ant, and this says int, and it's ENT if I check up here. Disobedient. So I would be A, and I'll click in the box text here, type here, and I'll write disobedient. Right, and that's all you had to do for this paper. I wouldn't worry too much about the circles. If you can't figure out how to do that, as long as you type the answers in the box, you should be okay. All right, thanks.